What's going on, America? Kev from Kevin's Corner, where I try to make sense out of nonsense. And I hope you guys had a wonderful New Year's Eve and is having a wonderful New Year's. Now, it is Monday, and I know it's New Year's. Hopefully, you done ate all the stuffing and turkey you can eat, and you're ready for a little relaxation with Kevin from Kevin's Corner. And if you are, hit that like button, share my videos, follow me on all the other platforms, subscribe to my channel. Make sure you're still subscribed and your notification button is turned on to all. Now, before we get into it, I need to know that you can hear me. Somebody said my favorite was his Oriental wife skit. Man, I tell you, if you're talking about skits that I've done, first of all, a lot of the skits are off the top of my dome. And sad part, I don't even remember half of them. I'll be like, wait, I should have wrote that one down. But anyway, but that's what makes it fun when I'm doing a show. I mean, you never know what you're going to get, including myself. I just enjoy doing it and letting it flow and be natural. And, hopefully we all get a good laugh and learn something along the way. Now, last night not last night, but several days ago during my last show, I noticed that there was some popping coming out of the mic. And one person mentioned it during the live stream, but I didn't catch it. So sometimes this mic works perfectly. Sometimes you'll get a little popping. Now, to me, I'm a little bit of a perfectionist when it comes down to my show. And I don't like that popping. I mean, it was doable. The video still had like 5,000 views. It was a live stream. But I would prefer not to have the popping. So if you start hearing some snap, crackling, and popping, please let me know. And then I'll see if I could fix that up. Somebody said, don't never change, Kev. Thank you. I won't. I don't intend on it. As long as I can continue to do this in my right mind. Somebody said they got unsubscribed. Oh, God. All right. I'm taking a screenshot of that once the show is over. Thank you. That's another thing I need to mention. If you have been unsubscribed and they are unsubscribing you consistently, or if you're not getting notifications, please type that in the notes, in the live stream or in the notes so that I can screenshot those things and take my case to YouTube once again, because they responded to my last airtight case with a whole bunch of gobbledygook, whole bunch of scientific jargon, some egghead stuff. And I'm like, come on, you think I'm not smart enough to spar with the eggheads? I know what's going on with y'all. I'm diverse, baby. I can get in there with the IT dudes too and scrap. Maybe not completely, but I know enough to know that you guys are playing games. So thank you. So please let me know. All of that stuff, please let me know in the comments. Now, it's New Year's, y'all. And of course, with New Year's comes more nonsense. I am going to be excited for the day when we have a no-nonsense New Year's. Maybe the next New Year's after Trump wins, we'll go and celebrate. Oh, yeah. But now we're going through this New Year's looking like, oh, God, we got how many more months of this dude in office? How many more months of these Democrats running the show into the ground? So let's go ahead and check out what new nonsense is happening for this New Year's. Let's get it. Let me get stretched out here. Real gorilla. Real gorilla. Real gorilla. There's some kings in the building. Gorillas in here. Gorillas in here. Yeah. So, before we jump deep into the show, don't forget, y'all, check out Kevin's Corner store. Please check it out if you haven't checked it out already. And also that number, let me see, 330-974-4607, which I didn't even insert in here this time for some reason. If you text MAGA to that number, you can be kept in the loop just in case some strange stuff go on. If something strange with my YouTube channel, so y'all can be connected with me. Now, let's start off, y'all, with another day in Haterville. We got another hater. The fake news done went out and recruited Another hater, somebody who was a Trump friend that they got to flip and turn by bullying, threatening, locking them up. Somebody without a backbone, somebody who's weak, who's willing to go ahead and tell you where everybody's hiding. Yeah, not even a lot of pressure. Not even a lot of pressure. They got you tied up in that, what is this? I want to know where everyone is hiding. I'll never talk. No, you want to talk? I think you will. And simply take something, grab your finger and act like they're going to break it. And you're like, okay. I mean, you can't get through one broken finger. Huh? See, and you'll know who I'm talking about as soon as you see him. So they went ahead, grabbed this dude's finger and was like, I'm going to break it. And what did he do? I'll talk. So now, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this because look what this guy is talking about. Let's see. You'll recognize his face. Another hater, Trump's rhetoric and final campaign sprint goes to new dark extremes. Now, what does that mean? See, because I've been listening to Trump and I'm thinking, what new dark extremes are you talking about? But yeah, like always, they go out and they find someone who is a never Trumper. They bring them on, they flip them, and then they try to make it seem like their testimony and opinion of Trump is legitimate because look, this person once loved Trump and now they hate him. They're revealing to the real Trump.
Because I know him better than almost anybody. And I know what he's thinking. And I know what he's planning on doing because Donald doesn't have new thoughts.
You hear this dude drinking that haterade? I know him better than anybody. What you need to get to know is why your bottom jaw is off center with the top. Who are you, Rocky? This dude, because I know him better than anybody. How about you know some braces lining that jaw back up? But here the liar is. Here is the jellyback guy who once said he'd take a bullet for Donald Trump. Now, this is a convicted liar. Look what network he's on. What do you think they're using this guy for? You think they want him to come on the show because they just love Michael Cohen? When he was the target of an investigation, they hated him. They threw trash on him. They threw mud on this dude. They were like, this slimy lawyer and this and that. But now all of a sudden, he goes to prison for a short time. And I'm sure they was like, now, if you're willing to come out and prostitute yourself for us, then we'll let you out. And then we'll make up for us coming after you for some bullcrap. Unlike Paul Manafort, he just took it. He took his time. He ate it. This bum was all, I said, don't let me sit in here long and then let me go ahead and do a tour and I will tell you anything you want to hear about Donald Trump, even if it sounds unbelievable. So now here he is. I know him better than anybody. And it's because there's nothing true about Donald Trump. Now, all of the people that come on MSNBC and CNN and all of that stuff, when they get up there, if they are favorable towards Trump, the commentators never sit there like this Asian lady and just give them a platform uncontested to vomit up stuff like what you're about to hear come out of this hater.
Michael Cohen, former Trump lawyer.
Yeah.
Convicted felon and perjurer.
And sleazeball. Somebody said it.
It's true. Everything is a regurgitation of something from the past. You know, he is truly the most dangerous person right now in this country and possibly the world.
See? And that's where you go wrong. That's where they go wrong. They don't know how to tailor it and taper it and put a governor on it. They bring people on here to go after Trump, but they go overboard. So now all of a sudden, it's true. He might be the most dangerous person, not only in the country, but guess what, y'all? In the whole wide world. Now, are we supposed to take this man seriously? The whole world? Same thing with Michael Avocado that they used to bring on these shows. Always over the top. No, don't just give us a moderate example of how Trump might be, shady or whatever. I need you to go way overboard to convince our bubbleheads how bad this dude is. To the point where even if you're a bubblehead, you got to stop and say, wait a minute, whoa. In the whole wide world? The whole wide world. Michael Avenatti. That dude up there was not only did Brett Kavanaugh, sexually assault one person, I got news that he was a serial rapist. He ran a sex ring operation in high school, which makes the average person recognize off grip. This is a hit piece because this man just hit the whole wide world. Whole wide world. Now, if that is the case, why did you work for him all of those years? Why did you glorify him? Why did you say, I'd take a bullet for him?
The world. Not just the city, the world. And we better start taking this incredibly seriously. Otherwise, we're going to lose our democracy. And I hate it when people say, oh, you're just being hyperbolic. You're just an anti-Trumper.
Look. You see the actress next to him? You see the actress? Yeah. Eyes like, I understand. That full-blown actress sitting next to him. Now, this guy is so just non-credible. And MSNBC does this. They go out and get people who have been convicted of lying, caught cheating, all of these things, and then they bring the worst ragamuffins on their show to try to push the point that Trump's the liar. Trump's evil. You go out and you bring people back on your show like, Comey, Strzok, let's see, there was, John Brennan, Clapper, Hillary, all of these people who have been busted lying and busted being corrupt. All of these people are the people they use for credibility. So now the liar, the slimeball lawyer right here, is now sitting here trying to tell us how evil Trump is. And what is she doing instead of saying, now, wait a minute. How can we trust you, slimeball? How can we trust you, evil lawyer? Could it be you're trying to save your butt and you don't have a career anymore? So you're just coming on here getting prostituted by the Democrats so you can paint a negative picture of Trump? How about you pull back a little bit? You went from he's the most dangerous person in America to the most dangerous person in the whole wide world.
And so on. Yeah, maybe I am an anti-Trumper. You want to call me that? No problem. Why? Because I'm telling you the truth.
President Trump's former attorney pled guilty Thursday to lying to Congress.
Oh, because I'm telling you the truth. President Trump's former lawyer pled guilty to lying to Congress. There you go. That's how much truth this dude is about. This dude is a chameleon. He will switch to save his butt. He's like, what you want me to say? I'll do whatever you want. Anything you want. Just don't hurt me.
Because I'm telling you the truth. Donald is of the mindset, ignore what you hear from anybody else. Listen to me, but only the things I want you to believe.
What the crap does that even mean? Anybody know what that means? Donald, see, right now, through his head, he's like, what other things I could say to make Trump look bad? Donald's of the mind frame that, listen to me, but only the things I want you to, and I'm going, what the heck is that? Anyway, this is what you call fishing. Fishing. He's up there right now pulling her. And look at her. She's trying to pretend that she's engaged. And what he is saying is deep and profound. Yes, I see.
This from just moments ago. You got to come and watch.
This
Was actually a light moment. We just wanted to play it for you. Provide a little relief as we are covering all this serious
don't do it,
news.
Don. Don't do it. Don't do. Oh man, what the heck is going on? Why, y'all? Why? Yeah, man. Yes, man. It's me, Bob, the stereotypical white nationalist Trump supporter. Now let me tell you something, man. What the heck you doing, Trump? We ain't put you in the pure White House so you can be putting that white hat on top of that black head, man. You don't put no white cap on a black head, man. You're going to get the cap all brown and dingy and ashy and stuff. We don't want that hat to be, messed up with mulatto and, aborigine and, ashy colors. We want that thing as white as snow, Trump. Dang on it, man. You might get the black on you touching him on his head like that. Don't get that black on you, Trump. We ain't put you in a pure White House to do that. What's wrong with you, Trump? You better come back to the white side. Not the right side, to the white side. Now, God bless you. Only if you're white. You gotta be kidding me. So now this racist, this man right here who's evil, got the nerve to stop before he get on Marine One, pick up that soldier's hat. Now, if he was a pure D white nationalist, he would have walked right past, hey, boy, you dropped your hat. Pick it up. He would have did that. But no, what did he do? Stopped and picked it up and then tried to run it back when it blew off again.
Alongside Marine One, lost his cap. The president goes to help put it back in. It falls off again as he pats him on the side. He goes and he grabs it again. It's so windy, obviously, from the helicopter.
I mean, it's absolutely insane.
Yeah, where's Alice? Where's that? Come up here,
It's
Alice.
insane. Now, look, I was at the White House when this happened. I was right there. And that audience was filled with black folks all over the place. I wish they could have panned around and showed me in the back. And all the rest of the black people. When I walked into that White House that's supposed to be pure white, the so-called white nationalists invited thousands of black folks. It was packed with brothers. And I ain't talking about famous, important brothers. I ain't talking about, Jay-Z and Bouncy. I'm not talking about them. It was regular, everyday, hard-working black folks. And we up in that mug being treated like royalty. They had a spread that was amazing. They didn't sit back and sig the German shepherds on us. They didn't tell us to go use the colors-only bathroom. None of that. So we're sitting in this audience, and it's filled with black folks. And those people on that stage right there had just been released from prison for the First Step Act. I think it was maybe one white person, that one lady right there with the bald head. The rest was all black. Hugging Trump, thanking Trump, and he hugging on them. And then afterwards wanted to hang out in the crowd. I mean, Secret Service was like, you're killing us. Came down, they had it roped off. He's shaking hands, signing stuff. People are having him sign hats and stuff. He didn't go, ooh, let me put my gloves on to touch you black folks. I can't really touch. This is a Photoshop, so I want everybody to know I don't dislike black people. Okay, so wait, you got to get a camera. Just one. I only want one shot, though. See, I like black people. It wasn't one of those. It was, I enjoy you people regardless of what your color is, what your nationality is. He was hanging out. Secret Service like, all right, Mr. Trump, you got to go. Come on now. Took him in the back. We go out to the lobby area, just eating snacks and mingling. And what does he do? Sneak out some secret door to come right back out there and hang out with the peeps. And they had to come and get him again. What do you think? Come on. You can't just be out there like this. See, so what burns me up about this is these are stories they don't tell. When I left the White House that night, I was like, wow, this was powerful. Folks up there crying on stage, hugging all on Trump, telling them, oh my God, thank you. You saved my life, man. My life was ruined. I'm so glad you. And I'm thinking this is going to be great PR to show CNN and MSNBC that Trump's not this white nationalist they claim he is. And I saw nothing of this. Crickets. Absolute crickets, except on the Laura Ingraham show, where they showed about a 2-minute clip of what went on. And we were up in there for like 3.5, 4 hours. And I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute. They didn't lock me up. They didn't, set a trap for all of us blacks and then grab us and put us in chains and throw us on a boat somewhere. None of that happened. But Michael Cohen.
Alice Johnson.
Look at that.
Alice Johnson.
Changed that woman's life. Look at the hug. Pure hug. He ain't sniffer or nothing, y'all. He didn't sit back there and give her a body hug and embrace her like, where you going? You smell so good. Like somebody else I know. He's not holding on to her for like 3 minutes straight on the tarmac like creepy. He ain't caressing her face and all of that. Yeah, just a pure, endearing hug. Ran it back once, twice, meaning he must really like this black woman. So let's continue. And you see the brother in the back with the braids? When he got up there, he was like, just a couple weeks ago, I was in the big house. Now I'm in the White House. So guess what, y'all? Let's make America great again. I wish I had the clip of him saying that. I might have it on my personal phone because I was recording this. But yeah, that's what he said. He said just a minute ago, I was in the big house. Now I'm in the White House. So let's make America great again. And I'm thinking, whoa. That was a beautiful moment in time. Surely they're going to show this clip right here and celebrate the release of all these black folks who the Democrats and the fake news was all running around talking about justice for first-time offenders and all that garbage. And then when Trump came through, because it was Trump and they didn't want to, mess up their false narrative that Trump hates all black folks, they couldn't cover this mess. It's crazy how much involvement the fake news has in regards to manipulating the minds of the public. Let's continue.
Thank you so much.
Look at the racist undertone that we're talking about here.
And new this morning, ahead of leaving the White House, President Trump has issued his final list of presidential pardons and commutations.
What? Look at the racist undertones here. It's funny how they are quick to point out things that they claim are racist, but overlook all of the other evidence that shows he's not. Now, that's some nonsense. See, they done started it off with some New Year's nonsense, but this nonsense been going on forever. Because see, what people walking around with a bubble head don't realize is that there are no part-time racists. Part-time racists. Da-da-da-da. No part-time racists. So what you would have me to believe is that even prior to Trump becoming president, when he was hanging out with black folks, dating a black supermodel. Now, you got to set aside a whole heap of racism to go ahead and date a black woman and be out in public with her. It wasn't no down low secret like, hey, look, we got to meet at night now. You know that. I don't want nobody to know I'm. This was, I'm out on the runway with her. I'm out all taking photos. The racist. He was doing that. All of the stuff, all those pictures, all of the money he gave to black entrepreneurs, all of that, hanging out with Mike Tyson, defending Mike Tyson. And yet they overlook all of that. They overlook all of that. Then he comes out and makes a mention during a speech about maybe vermins, or he say the blood of America. And what do? They find some racism in that. Just, how can we find some racism? Now, but they can't go and find the proof that he's not a racist like this. Why would this racist be pardoning these black folks?
Other notable names on the list include rappers Lil Wayne and Kodak Black.
And these are real black folks. Kodak Black is black. You don't get no blacker than that. That man out there ain't even trying to make it seem like he's a pseudo black man. He's as black as they come on multiple levels, symbolically and physically. Dang on it. He ain't even put the goals and the grill out, nothing, just straight up tattoos on the face, and Trump pardoned him. So, yeah, why would he do that? Why would he set aside his racism to do these things? But it's funny how they never show you these things. They never tell you about, hey, look what Trump did. This is good for the black people that we claim we all love. We all love them. And the sad part is it works, because by not showing this other side, the people who bought into the garbage still believes it. It is some people out there right now that you cannot tell them that Trump isn't a racist. You can't tell them that Trump did condemn the KKK, the Ku Klux Klan, Grand Wizard. He did condemn white nationalists and Nazis and stuff. They would never believe it. They still out there believing the Russia collusion narrative. They have done a number on our public when it comes down to this psyop. And that's what has divided the country. That's why right now is so much tension going on, because the division of the media, the deep state, and of course the Democrats. But let's continue seeing all of these, I guess, white people dressed up like black people that Trump pardoned.
And the former mayor of Detroit, Kwame Kilpatrick.
I think those are very, very clear racist messages that he is sending.
Y'all hear that, actress? Y'all hear her? I think those are very, very clear racist that he's sending. So then why isn't that working now? You bringing out bootleg, unreliable, non-credible Michael Cohen, and him going over the top talking about Trump's the most dangerous man in the world. And of course, he's a racist. Why isn't that working? Why is it that black folks are starting to move towards Trump? Latinos are starting to move towards Trump because y'all beat the dead horse to death. The horse was already dead and y'all killed it again. That's how much y'all beat that mug. Y'all beat it to death his first 4 years and went right back, dug that horse up, and went to work on him again. To the point where we're all now able to see, hey, excuse me, the horse is dead. Y'all keep beating that horse, telling us it's alive. I gotta keep beating it. And I'm going, no, it's not alive. It's dead. Y'all have wasted all of your racist dang on chips, your tokens, all of that. All right, I'm going to use the race token here again. I'll see if it works. It doesn't work anymore. So, yeah, Trump's supposed to be this racist, this evil dictator, but look at him. What? Look at those little Latino kids. Oh, or Asian or whatever they are.
I mean, this is who the man is. He is a dictator wannabe. He is truly the most dangerous person right now in this country and possibly the world.
Does he sound believable? I mean, how could you even look at that? Everything looks so forced out of Michael Cohen. Like right before they shot that clip, they're like, all right, Mike, we need you to sell it. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. I'm going to do like I do all the time. Lie. I'm coming out with something new this time, y'all. Wait until y'all hear what I got to say now. Okay, now we want you to sell it, but don't go too far. No, I won't. I mean, he's the worst. He's the worst in the world. He's probably the most evil and dangerous person in the whole world. No, wait, the galaxy. Yeah, no, the universe. That's what he's worse. You know what? I heard he was going to try to kill God. And I mean, this man right here is a dictator. He's going to try to take over heaven. He right now has plans to take over heaven. That man went so far over the top that, of course, it becomes very clear that he is prostituting himself on these networks. It's the last ditch effort.
Bullshit.
That's exactly what it is, Trump. So now, hey, y'all, Cali, treats for everyone except U.S. citizens. So the New Year's nonsense continued. One of my favorite topics that gets all up under my skin, which is illegal immigration. So now, Cali done decided to give out some treats. I guess these treats or snacks and stuff that they're giving to these people are to discourage them from coming to Cali, perhaps. So all the folks that's living in Cali, here's what's going on in California. And let's see how you like these green apples.
Also, starting January 1st, California will become the first state in the nation to offer health insurance to undocumented immigrants.
What'd you just say?
Starting January 1st, California will become the first state in the nation to offer health insurance to undocumented immigrants.
Yeah, you heard it right. To undocumented immigrants. Health insurance. What'd you just say? Can you imagine living out in California right now? I'm telling you, I don't understand how everybody in California is not on the first train smoking out of that joint. Health insurance. This is crazy. And these are Democrat policies, man. So let's hear more about this new health insurance offered to, of course, illegal immigrants.
Undocumented immigrants.
Oh, hell no.
In the new year, California will guarantee free healthcare to all low-income immigrants living in the state, regardless of their immigration status or...
What do you mean, regardless of their immigration status? We know what their immigration status is. Illegal. But y'all talk about health insurance to all undocumented citizens. Undocumented immigrants. What is that called? What's another term for it? I got to go back to school for them. Okay, that's one way you could put it, but what's another term for that? Illegal immigrant. There you go. All these undocumented, and regardless of their citizenship status, if you don't have a legal right to be in the country, the opposite of that is you're illegally in the country. But they don't want to say that because, see, that right there would really slap the folks in California in the face even harder when you use the direct term and definition of what these people are. See, so they're going to go ahead and try to downplay that and offer these people that, and let's see what it's going to cost.
or age.
One of my big concerns was also, healthcare.
The state is doing this by adding an estimated 764,000 people aged 26 to 49 to...
What? 700 and something thousand people to the healthcare system? They're about to collapse that mess. California, get out of there. Get out of there. If you are a common sense person in Cali, get out of there. Come on in the ark, cause it's gonna rain. Come on in the ark, cause it's gonna rain. Yeah. Drip, drop, drip, drop, drip, 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 drop, 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 drop. Get out of there before it's too late, man. So they're about to add all of these people into the healthcare system. Wonder what that's going to do to the healthcare system.
Medi-Cal, that's the state's version of Medicaid for people with low incomes.
There you go.
My lord, is that legal?
I will make it legal.
My lord, is that legal? I will make it legal. Because Democrats do that all the time. Yeah, they're like, yo, you know what? Because we're the real tyrants and the real dictators, who makes up the laws can break the laws. We'll bend it and contort it somehow to make it sound legal, just like bringing these people into our country. Yeah, they went ahead and contorted all of that first by starting off saying, first thing we need to do is get rid of the title of an illegal immigrant. Yeah, legal alien, legal immigrant. That right there is misappropriation. That right there is insensitive. That's dehumanizing and all of that stuff. These people aren't illegal. What they are is they're undocumented citizens. There's no such thing as a legal human. So that's the first step in trying to contort and bend it and make it acceptable. Then you get mucus that comes along and says, okay, well, it's obvious that these people are coming across this border illegally because there's video footage of them running through creeks and rivers and jumping fences. So what we're going to do is eliminate that and go ahead and tell them if you just come through the points of entry, now we can say that they're not coming illegally. There you go. And then go one step further than that. Sitting back saying, instead of asking these people to come for asylum only because of either persecution of religion or persecution of political views, let's just say they can come for anything. So now what you've done is bent it, contorted, and messed it all up so it'll fit into the law, even though it doesn't fit into the law. If you would have stuck with the real laws on the books, this would have never happened. These people contorted, bent it, created a whole new concept, lied about why they coming, all of this crap, making excuses, misplacing the blame, giving bootleg solutions instead of real solutions. That we need no more money to process them quicker. That's the problem here with this crisis. We need to get them jobs in America faster. That's the problem. Give us more money so we can get more of them over here and help them out. Instead of, we need more money to build that wall and keep them from coming. How about that? It drives me nuts hearing these people make excuses for this. And this dude who's advocating for this have no idea what he's doing. He might think it's a good thing. You know, what are these people going to do? He don't realize the fallout that's going to come from all of this. Some people got a big heart and the Democrats rely on that garbage instead of a smart brain.
67-year-old Vivar is now an immigrant rights advocate and fights for deported veterans. He spends a lot of his time volunteering at the border helping migrants. Many are injured.
The majority of the health needs...
Injured? How'd they get injured? Many of them are injured. So now let's give them health care for getting injured doing what?
That we're seeing from border wall falls.
Injured migrants are often taken to our ERs with...
Injured? Did y'all hear that? From border wall falls. Let's take care of you for breaking the law and invading our country. And when you get hurt doing it, we're going to take care of it. Here I am, breaking into that bank, slip, fall on a wet floor, bust my head open to the white meat, and y'all say, we're going to give you some health insurance. We're going to go ahead and take care of you. You know, those floors can be slippery. And I'm going, you just overlooked the fact that I shouldn't have been in the bank anyway, I guess. That's not important. We just want to make sure you're comfortable here. This is ridiculous. It should be like, that's what you get. That should be the response. What were you doing climbing the wall? Now you bust your head open to the white meat. That's what you get. That's what you get. Like back in the day. My mama, stop running. Stop. Y'all better stop. Swoop. Ah! Head open to the white meat. You can see the meat, the white meat. And my mom would be like, that's what you get. Go get me a Band-Aid or something, some alcohol or some iodine, something. We put that on there. You go upstairs and go to sleep and stop running. That's what you get. But these people get hurt climbing over our walls. And what do? Hey, we got to take care of that. Yeah, let's go ahead and let them know, hey, if you happen to get hurt trying to come here, we got you.
With serious injuries from border wall falls, injured migrants are often taken to our ERs with serious injuries from border wall falls. The expanded coverage is estimated to cost $2.6 billion every year.
What a slap in the face to Californians. You already out there and everything is overpriced and expensive. And the way they help you guys out? Yeah, let's go ahead and add all these people to the healthcare system. $2.6 billion. How can you even survive out there? I really don't understand it, man. You got to be making so much money to survive out in California when they're doing stupid stuff like this. Talking about reparations and all of this stupid stuff. Healthcare for illegal immigrants. I mean, this should be illegal. This should be illegal. It's like, yo, we shouldn't be able to override the citizenship of folks and give them American citizens benefits. Man, if Trump win, by the way, I did 2 videos already addressing some of Trump's policies under Agenda 47. I got the 3rd one right now in the queue. So as soon as we get done, I'm going to upload that one. And that one actually addresses legal immigration. So it's going to be the 3rd one in the series. So I want you to check that out. I want to mention that now before I forget. It just made me think about that. I'm like, it's unreal because Trump is like, no, we stopping that mess. We're not going to be giving benefits to folks that shouldn't be in the country. And it has nothing to do with hating these people. It has nothing to do with racism. It has something to do with common sense and the love for your own people and your obligation to take care of your own folks first. Period. And they're forgiving. That burns me up. But hey, it's California, baby.
The changes to Medi-Cal start January 1st.
Oh my God.
And when folks vote, they order what they want. And in this case, they got what they asked for.
They sure did. Yep. So guys, y'all remember how concerned the left was about the border under Trump? Yeah, we couldn't even turn on the TV without them complaining and whining about it. Running down there to that border, all dressed up in white. And now, mum's the word. Let's go ahead and reminisce real quick. Let's see when they acted like they were sincere about what was going on down at that border under Trump, y'all. Remember this?
We're going to go to the border to do the book club. We have a team here to bring a light as to what's happening. Tens of thousands of people are expected to protest in all 50 states in coordinated protests. They formed a human chain in the middle of the road. They spread out a pile of baby onesies. Oh.
Look. You see that acting job? Man. You see Rachel Madcow trying to get busted up over those little onesies and stuff? The lady who probably supports abortion up to 9 months. But those little onesies busted Madcow up. Yeah, she's sitting there, got that big toucan sand nose, and got the nerve to put her finger under it. That nose right there is covering her whole hand. Unbelievable. No. How fake is Madcow right now? So Madcow is getting all busted up over the onesies. But bring up abortion and see what happens. That's not just all right. Women should be able to do it up until 18 years. Okay? All right? It's their body. It's their choice. But now she's busted up over some baby clothes laying out in the streets.
Just I think I'm going to have to hand this off. Yeah.
I cannot unfeel.
Boy, I know right after that, they were like, and cut. Great job, Madcow. Great job. Did you think it was believable? I thought so. I mean, she did pretty good. What about you? How'd you feel about that, Madcow? I feel good. It rolled right off the tongue. Right off the nose. Let's continue. Look at this.
What I experienced. I refuse to. Mr. Speaker, we do have a crisis at our border.
Oh,
it is one of morality.
No child ever has to suffer.
We need to save these kids. Look at her. She really cares.
That's right. It's obvious that she cares because look at her. She's bent over right at the fence. You know, perfect timing. Is the camera ready? Is the camera right there? Okay, ready? I'm going down. Okay, here we go. All right. No. Did you catch me looking? Okay. You want me to just look down in the dirt and make it look like I'm serious? Okay, here we go. Ready again? Okay, go. That's how it looked. There it is. So here she is now. They're all busted up. They're all talking about all the kids and stuff and the babies and the children. And I haven't heard anything from them under Biden when there was video footage of folks throwing babies over walls, leaving them in rivers, them dying inside of the back of trucks because they were overheated. I didn't hear any of these people. Why weren't they coming out talking about the babies? What about all the kids that are missing right now that mucus can't find? 80-something thousand kids just in the wind. We don't know where they are. But under Trump, he's ripping babies from their mothers. What about all the kids that are trafficked? All of that. Nothing from these people. Or even in labor. Yeah, they done went ahead and opened up pretty much sweatshops in the U.S. from bringing in all these kids that are illegal. And Mucus is talking about that we do know where some of them are. That we think they are with their sponsors. We all know that's a sham. Yeah, sponsor. Sure, send me 30 kids. I'll sponsor them. Yeah, so they can get them in the country. Probably got them right now working in some shop, sticking their hand in some little hole to unjam something. And yet nothing out of these people now. But back then, y'all, they was all concerned.
Being called these names under an American flag.
That was one of my favorites. Under American flag. She is the fakest chick. You don't care nothing about the flag, you commie. Don't be up here talking about the American flag. You socialist. Got the nerve to call yourself a democratic socialist, and here you are under the American flag. So fake.
Got up on this ladder and immediately started crying. This is a very overwhelming thing to see. So I walked down the road, I climbed the ladder, and I looked over the fence.
And did what? I just looked over the fence and did what? If you really cared about them, you would be like, you know what? Stop coming. We want to encourage you guys to stay where you are and not put yourself in danger by hooking up with the cartel that, God forbid, you can't pay them back. They're going to kill you or somebody in your family. God forbid your kid falls behind in the journey. They're going to make you leave your kid. God forbid, your kid makes some noise in some truck or something and the baby starts crying. They're going to go ahead and put that baby down before they get caught. Yeah, all of these things. Instead of doing that, they come out here and blame Trump. This is so upsetting to me because see now it's out of control. It's crazy. They're all over the country and you hear nothing from these people. Nothing. Look at Meathead. There's Meathead. Listen to this.
Chase, this is about racism. This is pure and simple racism. That's all this is.
This is the laziest argument ever. I can't stand Democrats and liberals. They're so intellectually lazy. Everything defaults to racism. Can't even consider a deeper reason why not wanting illegal immigrants to come across our country, take up resources, not doing it. You can't think of a deeper reason than racism. You really think that it's that simple? Basic animal instinct. What? Wait, what color am I? I'm white. What color are them? I don't know. Like off-white, brownish, tan. I don't know. But it ain't white. So I don't want them here. That's why. Lazy. But they have overplayed it, man. It's to the point where I really don't even take it serious when I hear it. Whenever I hear racism, I'm like, oh, God, here we go again. I mean, it's crazy. As a black person, when it just burns me up. Back in the day, it would catch my attention because I'm thinking it's so rarely used. It got to be something to it. Back in the 90s, you hear somebody say, man, I saw the most racist crap to them. Like, really? What happened? Now I hear somebody say, I saw some racism. You saw some racism? Really? Well, I mean, what kind of racism was it? Did they wear some shoes that were, all white? What was it? I almost mock them because I already know some garbage is about to come out of their mouth, like Meathead.
He's hoping that the people who support him will be ginned up and running to the polls to make sure that brown people don't come into America.
That nickname, that stage name fits him. Archie Bunker hit it right out the park when he started calling him Meathead. He took that title right from the show and carried it into real life. He's a meathead. It's drumming up. These people think they know what conservatives think and desire and what motivates them. They really think that we're sitting around saying, yeah, Trump, we got the dog whistle. You don't want these brown folks coming here, neither do I. So let's keep these other people out of here. He really thinks we think that way. I mean, how do you account for the black folks and the Latino folks that say, I agree with Trump? That we should not have these people coming. It will blow his mind to hear black and Latinos oppose what he just said. Say, oh, so they're all racist? Excuse me, meathead. I'm black. I say they shouldn't come either. Let some real minorities challenge these idiots who, when they say this in their head, only all white people got a problem with this.
Those people who are supporting what he's doing here
Is what?
Are racist.
Oh,
period.
Who cares about the Trump?
Oh, God. Now I'm a racist. Man, I didn't even know it. Here I am thinking I love everybody and I thought I was just being black, because, according to them, black folk can't be racist. Can't be racist. Abraham Kendi X and all of them say we can't be racist. But now I found out I'm a racist because I'm against illegal immigration. He's a meathead. He's a meathead. I would love to debate meathead. But here's some more craziness. Because, see, that's back when they cared. They pretended that they cared.
Voters, if you still support this president after his racism, after putting kids in cages, after everything he's done, you're not going to change. True. You're foregone. I don't care about you. Now,
look at that. Look at that, y'all. I mean, they're serious. You're foregone. I don't care about you. You're the worst of the worst in our society. And you wonder why we're divided. Instead of just saying, well, wait, let's debate this because this is a serious situation. We got millions of people trying to cross the border. I mean, I think we could table the racism and start off with, is this economically sound? Is this, legal? Is this going to hurt our country? Is it going to put a strain on our economy? Where are these people going? Who are they going to impact when they get there? How do we vet them? All of these rational things, all are swept right out the way. And her answer, her solution is, you're racist. You're far gone. Man, unleash me on these people. That's all I'm saying. I'm telling you, I want to be like, what did you just say? I'm about to light your tail up. Not physically, just verbally and intellectually.
what's happening at the border is racist.
Securing the border, that was a dog whistle to certain constituents in the Republican base that did not want brown people crossing the border, did not want the browning of the United States. Black immigrants from the Caribbean, from the continent of Africa are equally afraid.
Republicans who want to...
Of what? I mean, do you see? Like, watching this now, it's so clear how fake and how planned and structured this is in regards to creating narratives and manipulating people's views, their thoughts, and to one who can see it and recognize it, you marvel at a brain that is receptive to this. Now, granted, there's some people who might have fell for it and then came out from amongst it, got the revelation, and once you see it, you can never unsee it. You can never go back to it. See, so I get it. There are some people that might have fallen for this, but if you got just a little common sense left to say, this doesn't make any sense. Sometimes you need one of these reality checks where they all just show up in your neighborhood, like up in Chicago and New York, and then all of a sudden you realize maybe it wasn't all racist. Like these people are saying, maybe these people that said, why are all these folks coming to this country? It wasn't motivated by, I don't want to change the color of our people. They really tried to convince people that we got that much racism going on in the country where folks going, just because these people are people of color. It has nothing to do with them being illegal. Nothing to do with the Democrats trying to bring them over here to make them become Democrat voters and use them for free labor and change the voting demographics. We're looking at those things, not race, voting demographics. That's what I'm looking at, not racial demographics. They don't stop to consider that we already have millions and millions of Black and Latino people and other races in the country already, and ain't nobody trying to get them out. So, but yet for some reason now, we got a problem with people of color and Latinos coming over here just because they're Latino. What about the ones that's here? What about the ones that's here? Nobody's going around, we need to get them out of here too. Let's round them up. Because we recognize the difference between these two is one group is legal, one is not. One group are citizens, the other are legal. But nope, they don't want you to focus on that. We want you to focus on racism and dog whistles.
Get reelected, and they're afraid of their primaries, and they recognize that many of their constituents do not see these children who are being sexually assaulted and worse at the border, and they don't see them as humans.
Says the same people on the side of those who didn't like that movie that came out exposing, human trafficking, child trafficking. They didn't like that. They came out there, this is the right-wing movie, and they're all, they're trying to paint this conspiracy theory of Pizzagate and all of that. And I'm going, why are you hating on the movie? These are the same people who don't want that list on the Lolita Express exposed. And all of a sudden they care about the kids being trafficked, and I'm saying, y'all are selective with your outrage. Y'all didn't care nothing about all those thousands of kids that Obama turned over to those human traffickers without questioning them. Sound of Freedom, that's the movie. But where were you? Why weren't y'all out there in your white? Why weren't y'all out there crying and boo-hooing over all of those kids that Obama just turned over to traffickers? All right, you guys, you're all their parents, right? Yeah, see? Okay, go ahead, kids. Wait, why are y'all looking scared? That's your father, isn't it? Maybe. Oh, come on, go see your dad. Yeah, didn't even catch that? Found all these kids in Ohio. Where's the outrage? They don't even want to talk about that stuff. But look at these fake folks.
Out disgusting, inhumane, and just depraved.
A moral vandalism on the ideals of our country. Donald Trump has a dark heart when it comes to immigrants.
Odious.
Look at that. This is crazy. Man, this burns me up. It burns me up because we know the game. It burns me up because I'm going, y'all are evil. See, you can see the evil in them because we see the truth. We all know the truth. We know what they're doing. This is not organic. This is malicious and intent. When they're sitting back saying, we're going to lie about this. We're going to say Donald Trump is evil when it comes down to immigrants. And you know that's not the truth. You know it. You know he has no problem with immigrants. And they all know that Trump supporters and conservatives have no problem with immigrants. They always leave off illegal. Always. Because they want you to think it's all about race. Remember this lie?
Everyone's moral intuitions.
What I saw has haunted me.
There's no way that you can defend this. Mortifying.
Biden's border crisis setting a sad and scary all-time record. A stunning 276,000 migrant encounters in the month of December alone.
What? So Biden done broke another record, y'all. And we just watched that montage of all of those fake behind people under Trump whining, going crazy. Race, it's all about color. Somebody said they can unsubscribe me, but I keep coming back. Thank you, Tony. That's right, my man. Hang in there with me till we get past this garbage because they don't like the heat that I'm dropping on them. So yeah, Biden done broke another record every month. How can you justify this? See, Democrats run from this stuff. Democrats be like, we ain't coming out to talk about that. Girl, take that white suit off. We can't be down there at the border weeping and wailing now because we don't want to bring attention to it because Biden's running it. So God knows where all these people are. God knows where all those kids are. What about those kids being ripped from their parents? What about the kids being trafficked? What about the missing kids? What about the kids sleeping outside in the cold because they're shuffled into your raggedy SO-ran cities and y'all don't have anywhere to put these people? What about that now? Why aren't y'all up there demanding that the kids, have better justice and all that? Nothing. Crickets. They want this to go away. Yeah, they're like, just let's see if we can contain this until the election, okay? But they can't because they got greedy. greedy with numbers like this. See, so when you drop 276,000 people into the country in 1 month, that means you didn't have a governor. You never had a turnoff valve. You didn't say, you know what, once we get this amount of illegal immigrants, stop it. To them, the more the merrier. Pack as many in as we can. Hopefully nobody will notice until it's too late. And then we can say, well, you got to give them all citizenship. And they think we don't see this and got the nerve to try to scare us from recognizing it by calling us, what? Racist?
Most ever for a single month.
Ever.
And we still have a few days to catch.
It is my testimony that the border is secure.
The president have.
Y'all hear mucus. It is my testimony that the border is secure. While we see stuff like this, and look at Black Gay Drop. Does this look secure?
Work very hard to implement a strategy when it comes to the border that is humane, safe, and has orderly enforcement.
Humane and safe and have orderly enforcement. You know, I mean, it's mind-boggling how they sitting up here trying to gaslight us. These people do not look like they're desperate and running from their lives. These people don't look like they're trying to respect our border laws. These people look like they're coming regardless. It's like, yo, if you really want asylum, you know, why don't people fly in on regular planes and come through the airport and ask for asylum? These people look like, I don't care about America's laws because there's no threat. So we'll come and up until mucus opened up the port of entry for them to come, look how they were coming. This is a disrespect to our country. Sneaking in. That right there does not make me think you have good intentions. You up here going under barbed wire, cutting through fences, sneaking across rivers like this, and you want me to assume the best. You want me to say, let all these people come in here because I'm sure they have good intentions. I will feel violated, which I do as an American citizen, when you see people sneaking in. You're not coming here legit. You're sneaking in, and if you didn't get caught or stopped, you would keep going. You would just come into this bad boy and try to blend into our country. And yet they are, we got to do this very, humanely. No, you don't. This right here is not something you deal with humanely. It's something you deal with legally. Y'all are breaking a law, man. I'm sorry, y'all.
Things are going to the border, so.
Look at this.
Much better than you all expected.
Much better than y'all expected.
A secure border. And so right now there's, as you
look at that, man. Oh, this burns me up. Burns me up. We look so emasculated. We look so weak. These people have no fear. They do not care one bit. They're like, man, I'm going to jump over this fence and take off. Backpacks on. Don't even know who that guy was. Fully covered. And how does that make us look as a country? And this is all because the Democrats and the Biden administration's policies. So weak. I wouldn't want to be a Border Patrol agent right now for nothing in the world. Because you got to sit back and look at your life's work and your goal, which should be, your job description should be to stop these people. And they're looking at you now like, what you gonna do? You better go ahead and process this mess. Matter of fact, so what you see me climbing over this fence? Yeah, so what you see me cutting this barbed wire? Now, if you're a Border Patrol agent where in the past, Border Patrol, let's go, and take off, now they're looking at you walking past you, coming up to you asking for directions. I got lost while I was trying to come across the border. Which way do I get to... Down there, make a left. Step. Oh, you need directions too? Okay, it's right down there. We look super weak. And that's why we getting people from China right now. We getting people from Iran. We getting people from all over the globe coming. Because they're going, yeah, they look super weak. Super weak. This is a great time to infiltrate the country when the dummies are in control.
As you all have reported, there's this hopefully a bipartisan agreement that we will get to.
Look at you, coming limping. Probably got hurt jumping over the fence. See that guy right there? Bandaged foot walking.
Security, because it's so important. When Congress comes back, we hope Congress takes action on that.
You know what will solve this? Crocodiles. Drop about 5,000 crocodiles in there. introduce them to the ecosystem. Yeah, it might mess up everything, but hey, it'll stop illegal immigrants from coming across the river. Piranhas, I would drop barracudas in there, leeches, stingrays, electric eels, all kind of stuff. Man, bear traps. What are they doing? Broad daylight. Back in the day, it was nighttime. Now here they are. Stick together. Make sure nobody gets lost. It's embarrassing, man. It's just laughable. And they're sitting there telling us the border is secure. We have control over it. Sorted.
But the president is taking this very, very seriously.
I understand you don't want to negotiate from the podium, but can you tell the American people if there's any immigration policy that this White House is willing to talk about and is working on with Republicans? So I want to be really careful as negotiations happen. We don't want to do this in the public, right? It does not help the process. And so we want to make sure that those negotiations are happening. Obviously, we're part of those negotiations with the senators. We think it's going in the right direction. Mm-hmm. We want to make sure that we get to a bipartisan agreement. It's incredibly important. The president understands. He understands that we have to fix this immigration system. And what we're seeing here at the border, the migration flow, increased migration flow, certainly it ebbs and flows. And we're at a time of the year where we're seeing more at the border. And it's not unusual. This is an immigration system that has been broken for decades.
It's not unusual to break legal immigration records. I mean, we see these ups and downs all over the place, even though the ups under us has broken every record per month. You're like, oh, you only did 250,000 last month? Wait till this month, babe. We trying to hit 270,000 this month. Next month, we're going to 300,000. Now, as we get closer and closer to the election and they fear that Trump might win, do you think that number's going to go down? Or do you think that number's going to skyrocket? Because you remember, under Trump, it crashed. They were like, this dude means business. We would hate to waste $6,000 on the cartel and get rejected at the border like Oz. Tink, tink, tink. We're here to see the wizard. The wizard's not in. See, so I know I would not risk sending my kid across the desert, risk spending money coming across the desert if I knew that the president was really serious about stopping illegal immigration. They know he's not. The joke is that all the other folks in South America and across the whole globe knows that Biden and what Black Gay Drop is saying is a lie. He's not serious about it. He doesn't come out and talk about it. He doesn't give a legitimate, plan to stop it. He sends his minions out there to lie about the cause of it and say, well, this is normal. It fluctuates sometimes. No, never like this. There's a reason that you're breaking records. Can anybody put it together? You telling me these folks right here is trying to downplay this and say, well, I mean, this is normal. It's seasonal. It's seasonal. What makes it different now? What makes the seasonal jump so far that it is higher than any time in our country's history that illegal immigrants have crossed? Could it be you? That's my question. But they want to pretend that this is normal. So stop being concerned about it. We still got control.
And the president has taken this very seriously to try to do more.
Mr. Speaker, we do have a crisis at our border. It is one of morality.
That's the crisis, y'all. That's the crisis. See, this back then when it was Trump trying to stop this mess. It is one of morality. That's the crisis at the border. I thought it was the people I was looking at coming across. What else? Here's another crisis.
Child ever has to suffer for being called these names under an American flag.
Okay, like last Saturday.
So we're going to have Senator Kennedy weigh in on this, guys, because we done saw the peanut gallery and all of them. Here you go.
Saturday, President Biden blamed the media for his unpopular. The truth is that most members of the media have tried to help him. In my state, for example.
And we just saw that. We just saw the media try to help Biden and making excuses for all these illegal immigrants and all this stuff and downplaying it. I mean, we've seen it under Trump where this is not a crisis. Mr. President, why you keep saying this, the inflation? They tried to help the Democrats with this false narrative. And then when Biden got in, they just ignored it. They've tried their best to help this dude not look incompetent. And so Kennedy is going to cut through the chase, y'all. He's going to call it out. He can't just sit back and let this go. Let's see.
Our two largest newspapers are run by members of the moon wing of the Democratic Party, and they publish accordingly. But in Louisiana, President Biden is about as popular as herpes.
Oh! Herpes? Oh! Nobody volunteers for herpes. You gotta love Kennedy. Man, that's pretty unpopular. There you go. It's about as popular as a root canal. I can think of a whole bunch of things. I'm like, that's like the last thing on my list I would ever want. I don't want no root canal. But he said he's about as popular as herpes. Nobody is in the herpes line. I'm here for herpes. I can't wait to get my herpes. So yeah, that pretty much lets everybody know that everybody despises Biden. So let's continue.
Why is that? Two reasons.
Yeah, why is
Number one, the people of Louisiana are not stupid. Number two, they think the Biden administration is. They think that its stupidity runs from the river to the sea.
Yeah.
Exhibit A is the open border. President Biden has dissolved the southern border. Our problems at the southern border are man-made, and that man's name is Joe Biden, and the people of Louisiana and the American people know it. Yet he blames the media for his unpopularity. It's hard to believe that the president could be that obtuse. I guess if you ask him where Jordan is, he would say retire.
Get him, Kennedy.
But that's where we are in America today.
That's where we are in America today. So now Biden doesn't have the intellectual capacity to come out and rationally address the illegal immigration crisis. He needs to have his people come out and downplay, what's really going down at the border. He can't negotiate anything. He has no will to do it. We blame Biden for it, but we know this is the Democrats' agenda. It's not Biden's agenda. It's the Democrats' agenda. He just comes out and says and allows them to do whatever their agenda is. And you can tell based on how he used to think about certain things back in the day. And now all of a sudden he just flipped on everything. Gay marriage, immigration, how we deal with Afghanistan and all these other countries and stuff. He done flipped on everything. These globalists control this man. The deep state controls this man. The Democrat Party agenda controls this man. So when he comes out and he shuffles to the mic and says a couple of things that they wrote on a piece of paper, we all know it's just, hey, look, pass it off to, Congress, say it's Congress' fault and we want them to help, but they won't come to the table and negotiate. The Republicans are responsible for not doing stuff, the main stuff, instead of saying, this is our globalist agenda and our method of trying to go ahead and seize power through these illegal immigrants and cheap labor and kicking it back to all of our donors and stuff that wants cheap labor, while they selfishly destroy our country, our workers, all of that. They don't care. But let's end with hearing two wonderful, wonderful leaders. When it comes down to perfect leaders, really inspiring leaders, there's two of my favorites. These are my two favorites right here, guys. Words of inspiration. We might as well start the new year off encouraged and excited. Starting off with one of my favorites, Carrie Lake.
When you don't achieve the plans that you set out for, it isn't because you don't deserve them. It's because God has something greater in store. We created a movement that is fighting for what matters. It's fighting for the truth.
Carrie made a tremendous impression on millions and millions of people, even beyond Arizona.
And we've witnessed how far the left has gone. They've lost it.
Look at
a socialist Democrat Party that has lost touch with reality, a corrupt president who has lost touch with his brain.
Lost touch with his brain. You gotta love Carrie. Got to love her, man. I love this woman. She's classy. She's smart. She's sincere. Man, I'm telling you, she's my favorite female. And we got some nice conservative females in Congress and all that stuff, but she's number one in my book. That man done lost control of his brain. The Democrats have lost touch with reality. These folks are absolutely bat crap crazy. And I don't see how their voters don't see it. somehow they convince a lot of voters to become bat crap crazy or accept bat crap craziness. I'm like, why would you vote for bat crap? I don't understand. You like bat crap? Because that's what they're shoveling out. Guano. Continue, Carrie.
And we're sick of the swamp putting the rest of the world first. We're sick of them putting the cartels and smugglers first, putting the criminals and fentanyl dealers first, and putting crooked politicians first, all while Arizonans suffer. But America's story, our story, is never finished. Washington, D.C. needs some fighters. I know you're by my side as I formally announce my candidacy for the United States Senate. This mama bear has a whole lot of fight left in her.
And she fights like a mama bear. That's the worst thing you could roll up on. A mama bear. She like, you see these cubs next to me I got to defend? You want me to put this claw on your butt? Don't run. Don't run. I'm coming after you. You get a mama bear on your back, you in trouble. So that's why she's fighting back. She's like, man, I'm looking at how crazy things are getting, the direction the country's going in, and I got kids. This is no time to say, well, let's see how things play out. Oh, well, it's greater than me. Let somebody else do it. You know, they're going to do whatever they want to do anyway. I mean, it's how things are. She's looking at it like there's no time. That's why I do what I do. I'm sitting there like, man, if, I got a couple more years left, God willing. I don't want to spend the rest of my time on the planet with no rights. I don't want to be walking around wondering if the feds are going to pop up any second because they don't like what I'm thinking or saying. I don't want the American dream snatched from under me. Who knows? I might hit a last minute buzzer beater to become rich. And here they are sending the IRS, the IRS with guns because they don't like my speech, don't like what I think and say. I don't want that. The stuff that they have shown us throughout these last 8 years or so is just a snapshot of the direction of the craziness they want us to go towards. So I don't want that. That's why I continue to do this. When I finished my first round of Kevin's Corner before Trump won, when he won, I came out and gave a message to all of my subscribers. At the time, I had maybe like 30,000 subscribers. And I was like, guys, we won. I'm done. Woo! Mission accomplished. So look, man, it's been real. I appreciate it. And everybody's going, no, Kev, keep going. Keep reading. And I'm going, no. I never set out to do this. This right here, I just saw a need for it. And I saw what Crooked was about to do. And I was like, I don't want that. I don't want that for America. So I went ahead and lent my voice and dropped my opinion. Now that it's over, Trump won, I can go ahead and enjoy the fruits of our victory. And about 2 days later, I see people scratching and crying and looting and all of that. And Trump cheated. And I'm going, uh-oh. I see this is greater than just we won and I can go sit down somewhere. Yeah, it's no time to take a seat. I'm coming out of retirement. Had to come back, man. And this is why I'm continuing to do this, because I'm saying, you do know everything relies on November. Everything. So let's continue hearing from this wonderful, and I'm talking wonderful, politician.
I need strong fighters like Carrie.
Darn right. And then here's my second favorite. No, I'm not second. This is my first favorite. They're tied. I love them both. But really, Trump is the man. Listen to this wonderful message of inspiration to take us into the new year.
Some of them may look back and ask themselves whether they've made the right choice.
Wait a minute. Wait. Let's go.
I need strong fighters like Carrie. Years from now, some of them may look back and ask themselves whether they've made the right choice.
Yeah.
Whether they've made the most of the opportunities they've been given. Together, we have the same mission. Over the course of your life, you will find that things are not always fair. You will find that things happen to you that you do not deserve and that are not always warranted. But you have to put your head down and fight.
Darn right. You got to fight. Yeah, I'm unfairly being treated on YouTube, but I ain't gonna quit, y'all. I'm gonna put my head down like a bull and go full steam ahead because I know what they're doing. If I was doing the wrong thing, if I wasn't convicted, when it comes down to what I'm doing, if I didn't have any type of conviction, if I was able to be bought out, manipulated by the fake news, used by the left to push all these fake narratives of white nationalism, racism, and all of that stuff, I could be rich. My numbers would probably go overnight, but I refuse to do that. So I'm gonna put my head down and go full ahead. There you go, Trump. Thank you for inspiring me. Let's continue. I need some more inspiration.
Never, ever, ever give up.
Ever, never.
Don't give in. Don't back down. And never stop doing what you know is right.
Word.
Nothing worth doing ever came easy. And the more righteous your fight, the more opposition that you will face.
There you go.
Are inscribed the values of service, sacrifice, and devotion. Now you must go forth into the world and turn your hopes and dreams into action.
There you go, Trump. Now, listen to what he said. The more righteous your fight, the greater the opposition is. That was the alert when I saw Trump running, and I said, wait a minute. What's going on here? I said, now I done listened to this man's policies and his speeches and his messages. And what he's saying is right. And it makes sense. Why is it that all the opposition is coming against him? When you start seeing the most powerful people and entities converge upon one person, is it because that person's wrong, or is it because that person's doing something right that might threaten the powerful and the rich, might expose them? I said, so wait, CNN, MSNBC, Washington, I guess it was the New York Times, all these other outlets at the time, all the Democrats, all the fake news, all the social media, all of the movie stars, all of these people who once loved Donald Trump. And I'm saying, why are they all coming down on him? This seems unnatural. Unnatural. Could it be what this man is saying is right? What he's trying to do for the country is right? So yeah, that man is suffering serious attacks and persecution. That's because he's doing the right thing.
America has always been the land of dreams because America is a nation of true believers. When the Pilgrims landed at Plymouth, they prayed. When the founders wrote the Declaration of Independence, they invoked our Creator 4 times. Because in America, we don't worship government.
What?
We worship God.
Oh, snap. There you go. That's that holy oil on those vampire Democrats. In America, we don't worship government. The Democrats, they want us to do that. He said, we worship God. I know the Democrats like, amen and a woman. No, they want you to worship the dang on government. They are all about more government, more control. Give us more control. Let us control your kids. Let us control your sexuality. Let us control your health. Let us control your body. Let us control your mind, your education, your jobs, all of that. Give us more control. That's what they want. And then when you bring up God, you can just tell they're like, oh, here you go bringing up him. It's like they're possessed with demons, man. Even if you ain't a Christian, you still should be able to tell their animosity and aggression towards Christianity. Whenever you hear them start talking about Christianity or God, the Democrats are, don't bring this up, and you know what, you got to separate this and what, but they're quick to introduce all kind of other stuff into, the schools and society and all of that mess, all type of perversities and craziness. And then we'll come out and try to say Christian Anglo-Saxon radicalism, meaning if you're a real Christian that actually believes in God and all of that stuff, they'll go ahead and throw mud on you by saying you're extremists. That's right. You're a radical version of Christianity. Christians need to wake up and realize who these people are. Because if you are a fundamentalist in your Christianity, you're going to get attacked. Fundamental Christianity is not going to tolerate transgender kids in the church. They're going to pray against that spirit. They're not going to tolerate two folks come in and say, we want to get married. No, I'm sorry. We're not going to do that. We'll pray for you for your deliverance. See, and that's when you'll see the real Democrat Party, who they support. See if they recognize your freedom of religion then. You'll have like 50 of them talking about we need to change policies because that little church over there is an extremist church. No, I thought it was just a real Christian church. See, but they love those churches. We're like, oh, we're bringing in the transgenders on the bus for the kids. All kids go down front, go down front. We got some people in the house. All the preachers and priests dressed in rainbow colors and stuff. Yeah, those are churches that are progressive and diverse and inclusive.
It is why our currency proudly declares, in God we trust. And it's why we proudly proclaim that we are one nation under God.
Under who?
The story of America is the story of an adventure that began with deep faith, big dreams, and humble beginnings. The next generation of American leaders never, ever give up. There'll be times in your life you'll want to quit. Never quit. Never stop fighting for what you believe in and for the people who care about you. Carry yourself with dignity and pride. Demand the best from yourself. The more people tell you it's not possible, that it can't be done, the more you should be absolutely determined to prove them wrong.
Can you imagine Creepy Sleepy giving a speech like this? How many gaffes they would have to cut out in a speech like this? How incoherent that speech would be, how insincere that speech would be. So here's Trump saying never, ever give up. This is a message of encouragement. And guess what, y'all? He's living it. This man right here could have, and in many people's opinion, should have given up a long time ago. See, when you are going forth and you're doing what you are telling others to do, what's going to make them say, darn right, is when they see, yeah, and what I'm going through ain't even on the level of what this dude is going through for the people he loves, for the country he loves. So, I mean, yeah, I get upset about YouTube and the censorship and the times that they shut my channel down, but I haven't had 4 indictments. I haven't had my businesses taken. I haven't had a full-blown campaign through the press and the Democrats and social media to label me a white nationalist, a racist, Hitler, Mussolini. I haven't had 91 charges brought against me, felony charges. I haven't had that. I haven't been impeached twice. I haven't lost billions of dollars playing around because I want to go ahead and fight for the country. So this is a light affliction to me. It's inconvenient, but if Trump can go through all of that based on him loving the country and wanting to do the right thing for the country, surely I could tolerate the garbage that's going on with YouTube. I don't like it, but it ain't gonna stop me. But I do need y'all help though. So let's continue, because he's encouraging me, y'all.
Treat the word impossible as nothing more than motivation. Relish the opportunity to be an outsider. The more that a broken system tells you that you're wrong, the more certain you should be that you must keep pushing ahead.
There you go.
Must keep pushing forward. And always have the courage to be yourself.
Always have the courage to be yourself. That's one of the ways that the left attacks. They don't want people being their self. That's a problem for them. They need groupthink. They don't want no individual thinkers. That's why they don't campaign to focus on policies that will convince individuals that their policies make sense. They come in and say, you know what? We're going to go ahead, lump y'all all into one group, find one relatable grievance that we think y'all all have in common, and tell y'all, here's the problem. Here it is for you guys. If you're gay, gay rights. If you're women, abortion. If you're black, racism. If you're Latino, it's immigration. It's whatever. They don't want to stop and try to break down why it makes sense to come across the border illegally. They're not going to be talking about that stuff individually. They don't want individuals. They want groupthink. That's why you'll get all of these people out here on the left in video after video online repeating everything that these people have put in their brains. The systemic racism, the patriarchal system, white nationalism, white supremacy, the white privilege, and black people can't get IDs. And I'm going, y'all aren't even questioning. Y'all saying everything that I hear in the news, everything, because they don't want you to think individually. They want groupthink.
America is better when people put their faith into action. Pray to God and follow his teachings. Today, each of you begins a new chapter as well. When your story goes from here, it will be defined by your vision, your perseverance, and your grit. You will build a future where we have the courage to chase our dreams no matter what the cynics and the doubters have to say.
And that's why we're doing this. Because the Democrats are trying to take away that dream. And here they all talking about these people are coming here for a better life. Even the immigrants are finding out this ain't that great. Now that I'm in Chicago sleeping in a police station. Now that I'm in Chicago and Mayor Cohen is trying to build tents on top of a toxic waste place. Shove us in that mug. Now that I'm in New York sitting on the streets talking about I came here for a better life, but my butt's cold. You think you're going to give me a ticket back to Guatemala? It's warm at least there. You told me to tell you I was coming here for climate change, but I want to go back to the bad climate change. It's better than this ice cold stuff in Chicago, or should I say Shitetown? Yeah, so here they are ruining, destroying a better life for Americans, but trying to create a better life for illegal immigrants. Thus California. Hey, what do you guys need? And we need more money for illegal immigrants. Better life for Ukraine. Better life for everybody but us. And that burns me up. And we know it. They're trying to create a controlled life for us. That's what they want. And we're fighting for that because a controlled life will hinder you from having the American dream. You'll only be able to make as much money as they want you to. Think like they want you to. If you don't agree with them, they can shut down your money. They can mess with your house if you don't want to flip it and convert it into an eco-friendly place. You know what? We done passed legislation that you can't be driving that man truck out there. It gives off too much of a footprint. Now you get rid of that and go get yourself a electric Prius. And I'm about to jump onto my big jumbo jet here, this private. I'm the only one on it. It's a Boeing 747. Just me and the pilot. There you go. And I'm going back wherever I'm from. Now you take care of that. See, I don't trust these people with our lives. Because they want to control our lives. And we're fighting to keep that freedom.
You will have the confidence to speak the hopes in your hearts and to express the love that stirs your souls. As long as you have pride in your beliefs, courage in your convictions, and faith in God, then you will not fail. As long as America remains true to its values, loyal to its citizens, and devoted to its creator.
Long as we remain true to our values, loyal to our citizens, and loyal to our creator, all three of those things the Democrats and the left has attacked. Destroy the values. Make Americans not value and appreciate being American. No exceptionalism here. Go ahead, let it all hang out. Abortion up to 9 months and don't even care. Celebrate it. Celebrate that. Your kid want to be transgender? Yeah. The value for that now is if you don't let that happen, they might kill themselves. You got to go ahead and let them do it at 9 years old. But no tattoos for you till you're 18. Yeah. All the stuff that they're doing destroys the values of our country, demoralizes us. And then, loyal to the citizens? Are you kidding me? Send those jobs overseas. Outsource all that mess. Empower and support every other country except for ours. Give all the money to the illegal immigrants. And then the final part of what he just said, loyal to God. Get that mess out of schools. Don't bring God into an argument. Don't talk about some, you know what? I'm a politician, but I'm a Christian first. There's no place for your religious beliefs here. Okay, we don't want to hear that up in. See, That's how you destabilize and destroy a nation. Demoralize them. Abuse your citizens. Destroy the middle class. Outsource and support everybody but your citizens. And then set yourself up and your government as God. Because how are you going to obey us if you're first obeying a higher power? We can't have God interfering with our tyranny. Nah, man.
Then our best days are yet to come.
There you go, Trump. I love this. I don't even know when he gave this speech. But whoever put this together, I love it. It inspires me. Look at that flag. I feel like directing the choir. Yes.
May God bless the class of 2017. May God bless the United States of America. And I just want to let you know that God blesses you. And I want to just say, you are special in every way. God bless you, and God bless America. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Now, look at that. Look at that. Now, guys, throughout that video clip, did y'all sense any Hitler in him? Y'all sense any Mussolini in him? Any of that? That's what I want to know. Because, see, when you listen to the fake news, he's a bit of Musa, he's a bit of Hitler, all of that stuff. He's about to take over the country and set himself up as the supreme being, all of that. None of that. That was an America First message. That's what that was. And that's why they hate this dude. That's why he must be stopped. Because the Democrats, the deep state and all of them are America last. And it's crazy and sad that many of the people who support them have no idea that they're on the back burner. Either they're useful idiots thinking they're going to have a seat at the table. Once America collapses, once it implodes from the inside, they think that they're getting a dose of that right now. When they get the shock of the Democrats not supporting their 100% radicalism in every scenario. When they start supporting Hamas and the Democrats, and now they feel betrayed. And see, that's how they're going to feel once, and it's coming eventually. Trump might put a stop to it for a while. God willing, he steps in and becomes the president. But at some point, if you're a Christian, you know it's going to all come crashing down. I'm just hoping we have more grace. And I think God can use Trump to give us some more grace and some more time to be a great nation. But when it all implodes, the useful idiots who helped that happen, they're not going to be sitting at no dang on table with those people who push this crap, talking about some, we still wanting your rights for the indigenous people, and the white nationalism is still at the... They're going to get y'all little Pop-Tart butts out of here before we throw y'all in the same gulags with the dang on conservatives that we labeled white nationalists and traitors to the country. That's what we're going to do. Your time is up. We used you. You were dumb enough to follow us and not see it. Now get out of here. So God bless y'all. God bless America. That was very inspiring. And here we are into a new year. So let's just pray for the best. Let's continue to push forward. And I'm sure great things are coming our way. And I think we're built to handle whatever comes our way. So let's stick together and pray that God continues to watch over us, the country, and President Trump. So thanks for kicking it with me tonight. Don't forget the number on the screen, 330-974-4607. If you text MAGA to that, you'll be all right. And all of those items right there. And we got even more in the store. But you got to go there to see. Just go and scroll in. You scroll on down. Yeah, check out all kind of stuff. And then finally, don't forget that I do have a fundraiser link below the video that I have to rely on at this moment because of, well, like I mentioned in the video, YouTube censorship. They're trying to make it impossible for me to do this full time in the way that I want to do it. And, you know, their censorship and their suppression messes up my ability to do it like that. So I have to rely on a grassroots movement and the support of the people. So there's a link below the video to do that right at the top. And so whatever you can do, I appreciate that. And with that being said, let's get ready to get out of here, man, because I got to get ready for tomorrow's show too. That's right, y'all. Oh, yeah. I'm excited for 2024, y'all. It's getting close.
This is awesome.
Yeah. See y'all next time at Kevin's Corner. Take care.